Hey everyone, it's Harley Girl 75 coming to you from Oklahoma. This is a clip of Morenci, Arizona on the Coronado Trail heading south on 191. In a few minutes you'll see that we have to be escorted through a patch of construction here. This is a copper mining town. I don't know a whole lot about Morenci, but I do know that from other videos I've watched and a little bit of reading on Wikipedia that it's a copper mining town, and that's why it looks like a hot mess. It was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. It was really dirty, a little bit ugly. Anyway, we did not stop and look into the mine or any of that activity. We just kind of rode through it, but it just makes me think of mining in general. And I am from West Virginia, southern West Virginia, that is. I lived about, I don't know, maybe 10 miles away from the Devil Ant Tapfield Cemetery. So, I am from coal country. And my family, I come from a line of coal miners. My dad was a coal miner. I am a coal miner's daughter. He was a foreman for a long time here and there, and then he was an electrician for many years. But he started working in a coal mine at age 17, and he just retired at the age of 63, I think. But yeah, he spent his whole life in the coal mine. And, it was a good living. It was a good living. For the most part, it was a good living. There were times of economic downturn in the 80s and in the 90s. But, it didn't last a whole lot. It lasted a few years in the 80s. I remember when I was a kid. But for the most part, we never went without, and we always had what we needed. And he made a good living, especially in the millennial years. And I have a lot of family who works in mining too, today, still in the coal mining industry. It's not doing so well right now anymore. It's not doing well at all. But they're still working, and I'm thankful for that. I just wanted to acknowledge all the miners out there. They work hard. They're really hardworking. My dad worked 6 days a week, a lot of times. He rarely worked he rarely had 2 days off on the week. He got one vacation, maybe 2 days for a holiday. He got a 1 week vacation, July 4th week. He took care of us doing that. It was a tough job. And his father was a coal miner, and his father was injured in the coal mines and was paralyzed from the chest down. I never knew my grandfather. He passed away the year I was born. But he was a coal miner, and he was injured. A rock fell on him. And my dad remembers that. He said that he remembers seeing an ambulance going up the road, and it was his dad. That he didn't, he found out later that was for his dad. And my mother's father also was a coal miner, and they lived next to each other. Actually, that's how my parents met. So when he passed away right before I was born as well, and he passed away in December, and my other grandfather passed away in April the following April. And they were friends, and they would my grandpa Perry would go visit my grandfather Albert, and they would sit on the porch, and my grandmother told me this story. And not long before they died, my grandpa Perry said, Albert, I don't have much time to live. And Albert said, Perry, I'm right behind you. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. My grandfather, they both passed away within months of each other. But I'm from a coal mining town, and it was a great place growing up. I mean, it wasn't like there was coal everywhere. I rarely saw a coal mine. We would pass it on the highway sometimes, but they were in the mountains, not seen from the road. So we didn't grow up like you see the movie Mate One. It didn't look like that where I grew up, Much nicer than that, prettier. I had a good childhood. I loved growing up in the holler. I loved climbing the mountains, and I just really had a good childhood. And I want to thank the miners out there and my dad for going in the dog hole to take care of their families and provide us energy, and a lot of them have risked their lives and given their lives for it. So this video just kind of reminds me of that. It makes me think about how thankful I am for my father and his father, my mother's father, and all of my cousins who still work. I have a few cousins who are actually working in a coal mine today. So, my mom's brother also was a coal miner. My dad had 5 brothers, and 3 of them were coal miners. 3 out of 5. So, it's not much. There's not much going on in the coal mining industry today, and it'd be nice to see some other industries go into my home state of West Virginia and get some jobs out there. But anyway, this is the hot mess part I was talking about in Morenci. As you can see, this dirt gravel road, it wasn't that bad really. It's a little worse here where this tunnel comes up. It got a little rocky. But anyway, I really appreciate you watching, and hopefully you enjoy this little voiceover vlog. And take care, and talk to you on the next video. Bye.